What is going on, y'all? It is your boy Blake Got Taste coming back at you with another video, and as if y'all can't tell already, the Atlanta Braves have pulled off the World Series victory, ending the city of Atlanta's major championship drought in general, not just in baseball. I believe it was 25 years, 26 years for the Braves. The Hawks haven't won it in forever. Do they even have a hockey team? I'm not sure. I'm not big on hockey, but it's been a long time since the city of Atlanta has had a major championship, and the Braves did it in a spectacular fashion, man. What a wonderful season. What a wonderful run. Of course, I wasn't sitting there watching every single game. I don't have time for all that. There's way too many baseball games in a season. However, when it comes down to the playoffs, that's when baseball is good. I love watching the playoffs every single year. I always pull for the Braves. Last year came up a little bit dry considering they jumped up 3-1 on the Dodgers. This year they beat, in my opinion, an even better Dodgers team. Of course, I believe they were out Clayton Kershaw, but the Braves were out Ronald Cunha. It was a really, really good season because it proves that baseball is more than just names. The Dodgers were clear-cut, in my opinion, the best team in the MLB. Like, they had everyone. They got rid of Max Muncy. Or lost Max Muncy, so that hurt them a little bit. But overall, they had by far the best team, in my opinion, and the Braves beat them and handled them pretty well, considering all things. I want to give a big shout out to Brian Snitker and Alex Anthopoulos, I believe is how it's pronounced, the GM and president of the Atlanta Braves. Wonderfully managed season here. It's really good for Brian Snitker to get his championship. He's been with the organization like 40-plus years. I believe he coached the minor team for a while and then finally got the chance to move up into the majors. And he's capitalized, man. They've been a good team for the better part of a decade now. They're not in the toughest division by any means, but, I mean, there's some comp in there. But this season, man, it was the moves they made and the results that they got out of their moves was unreal. The only one that was kind of suspect was Jock Peterson. However, Jock Peterson, he was only really bad in the World Series. He was extremely crucial in that Dodgers series. He hit a few good home runs, a few clutch ones. They got him for some no-name prospect. I can't think of the name right now. I'm not big on like MLB prospects or anything. They brought in Jorge Soler for, I think, another prospect and a young guy who wasn't going to help them at the moment. They brought in the man pictured, Eddie Rosario. He is that dude. One of the more underrated guys in the entire MLB for a little bit now. Finally got his stage, his shine, and he deserved it, man. He went off for them. But I believe they got him for Pablo Sandoval and maybe cash, I want to say. Just cash considerations. I'm not exactly sure on the logistics of it, but when you can bring in a guy like Jorge Soler who's going to give you multiple home runs and multi-home run games in the playoffs and give you 6 RBIs in the World Series, you have your star in Freddie Freeman hitting above 300, Austin Riley hit above 300. Dansby Swanson was swinging the bat well. Dansby Swanson was very underrated this year. I've never been a huge Dansby Swanson fan, considering he's always been very much field-oriented, and he's never had the best bat. But this year he really stepped that up. He had over 25 home runs, over 80 RBIs. I believe he had almost 90, 88 I want to say. Dansby Swanson had a really good season, and he had a really good World Series as well. He had he had a couple home runs. He had one game 6 to seal it, the 2-run shot. He had the one to whenever him and Soler hit back to back. He went Oppo Taco with that one. But Dansby Swanson, he really surprised me this year. He showed me a lot. And the fact that they got the value that they did out of Eddie Rosario, Jock Peterson, and Jorge Soler for what they gave up, I mean, you got to give your hats off to the president. That's absolutely unreal. I cannot stress enough how good this team was this season without their main star player, Ronald Cunha. Haven't even mentioned that. Ronald Cunha's one of the better players in the MLB right now, especially young players. He's a spark with the bat. He's fantastic in the field. He steals bases. He does it all, and they didn't even need him. And that's why I think the Braves are scary for years to come, because baseball is all about who you make moves for in the midseason to push you past the hump. And if the Braves keep doing this, then they're going to be extremely good for multiple years, and they've been good for a while now, but I'm talking about upper echelon with the Dodgers and all of them. They are going to be a trademark team. Whenever you have Acuna back, you have Ozzie Albies just being Ozzie Albies. He's getting on base. He struggled a little bit in the World Series, but people have their slumps. He came through when he needed to. You have Freddie Freeman, who's, I believe, he's coming out of contract this year, but Braves. Atlanta Braves, if you can hear one thing, hear this right here. Re-sign Freddie Freeman. Re-sign him. Give him his money. Give him whatever he wants. Give Freddie Freeman whatever he wants. He is probably one of the better Braves players we've ever seen, especially at first base. He's an all-time great Brave. Just bring him back. He's still a fantastic bat, fantastic in the field. You don't need anyone crazy at first base. Bring Freddie Freeman back. He is the staple of this team. He's the heart and the soul. Of course, Ronald Acuna's coming up as the heart and soul, but Freddie Freeman will always be here to be the fan favorite. Everybody's got his jersey. Of course, I'm sporting the Ronald Cunha. I'll go ahead and show y'all real quick. I'm sporting the Acuna. I do need to get a Freddie Freeman jersey, though. But yeah, man, re-sign Freddie Freeman. And let's do this thing back to back. I just wanted to get on here and make my first MLB video. I wanted to give my props to the team, give my props to the organization, give my props to the fan base. I was watching the Game 6, and they were in Houston, and you could hear the oh, you could hear that in Houston. You can hear that in Houston. The fans were a factor this year. It's great to watch baseball with fans. It makes it so much better. And they showed out for the Braves this year. I'm very proud. But yeah, that's going to be it, y'all. I just wanted to hop on here and give y'all a quick video. Nothing crazy. I want to just give my bold-faced reactions after a night sleeping on it. But yeah, Braves back to back. Y'all keep it easy.